Dude, okay, so this is something that's wrong with America, in my opinion, and I hate this.
Yeah.
You can cash flow a fourplex or whatever you want to get.
Yep.
You can cash flow. I mean, my house is cash flowed. I don't even think
Yeah.
about it, and I don't
Yep.
want to think about it. I really don't want that
Yep.
phone to ever ring. I want it to just exist and
Yep.
accumulate
Mailbox
interest.
money.
Yeah, that's what I want. But the thing I had to do before that is I had to have a job. I had to have a good paying
Yep.
job. And my job wasn't even that. I was making $60,000 a year at the time,
Yeah.
and I was able to get the house, and then instantly the house cost me nothing. I have
Yeah.
many friends who have normal hourly paying jobs who can't afford to just get
Yeah.
the house because the bank will give it to them,
Yep.
even though it'll pay them the same way it pays me.
Yep. That's right.
That's what's
Yeah.
messed up, man.
Yep.
I hate that.
I hate it too. I absolutely hate it. I think it's ridiculous that people can't qualify for a home when they're paying double what they would pay on a mortgage in rent. And there's so much just about the system that I think is really, if you want my honest opinion,
Yeah,
I think, that's what we're here. We're an 8 out of 10 on the
deregulate finance.
Yeah. So this is what I think. I think that our society and society as a whole is moving towards rent everything, own nothing. That's what I think. I think that the wealth is accumulating towards the top, and I'm generally fiscally conservative. I think there's a lot of really great points on the left, and I can hang with that. I really can. I've got friends that are like so far to the left that's ridiculous, and we agree on a lot of stuff. But I'm in most areas I'm generally more conservative.
Theory. You ever heard of horseshoe theory?
I haven't. No, what is this?
It's I find it to be so true. So people, let's say you lean left. You lean so far left that your views kind of wrap around slightly back to the right.
Oh my gosh.
But it's for completely different reasons.
Yes.
And if you think about it socially, anything like that, it's 100% true.
Yeah.
I find that to be absolutely
That's so funny. Well, I think the further you go into it, what I believe, and this maybe is getting a little politics, but we're an 8 out of 10 on the bluntness scale. So I'll just share it. Yeah. Like I don't think that it is as much a left versus right. I think socially, there's left things on the left, things on the right that, socially that are, issues that people diverge on. But I think the whole duality of political system exists to keep the left and the right distracted, because the real, I don't want to call it oppression, but it's top versus bottom. I think people on the right and people on the left, like when you boil it down to the people who are the ruling class, they both want the same thing. They want the people who exist, who are already in power, to absorb more and more of society's wealth, and to not challenge the status quo. And so the reason that you can't buy properties, even though you're paying double the amount in rent, is because all of these massive mega corporations and all of these wealthy, people at the very top, they want more of the real estate, and they want people to own less of it. They want more renters than owners because they want to own it all. And so they're making it more difficult for the individuals to buy, because that reduces their pool of available renters. I think that, and I don't think it's like there's this collective of 10 people in a room that are like making all the decisions. I think it's just naturally the way that, not to use a term that is a little bit charged, but late stage capitalism, people with wealth rise to the top, and then those people pay off politicians to do the things they want that are in their best interest. Well, what's in your best interest as a person, right or left, Democrat or Republican, at the very top? Well, I want to own more real estate because real estate appreciates. I don't want more real estate built, because when more real estate is built, it lowers the demand and raises the supply. Well, I don't want that. So I want overregulation, and I want it to be harder for people to buy houses, because it's not hard for me to buy them, but I want to eliminate my competition, which is the little people, so that they're all renting from me. And so I think right versus left is a distraction. I think it's really top versus bottom, and over time, you get big mega corporation, mega companies that are just gobbling up real estate left and right. I don't want to name any names because it could get me in hot water.
Names,
but like,
bro, name some names.
Just Google search biggest investment firms investing in real estate, and I mean, you'll see they are just gobbling up houses left and right, gobbling up rentals left and right. And I think this shows that they see the value of real estate, because with inflation, and okay, this is even worse. Oh man, you're getting me started here.
No, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
So inflation is in their best interest, because when inflation occurs, your property value goes up and your spending power goes down, right? And so the more inflation happens, their assets rise in value. I mean, it's benefited me inadvertently because I own a small percentage of the real estate that exists. And so my real estate goes up when things inflate. And so for me, it's a hedge against inflation because my real estate value goes up at the same level or greater than inflation. And so when you're a super wealthy mogul at the top, and you've got a portfolio of, 5,000 properties, well, inflation going up 10% just raised your net worth by a ridiculous amount of money. And it made it harder for people to buy because they are spending more of their money on food and more of their money on rent that they don't have anything left over. And so it kind of squashes down. So what I think they're doing is they're like trying to squash the people down